Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Bruckbauer, your favorite business coach in Metro West. And
Marcy Venezia. No, I'm the favorite business coach in the Metro South. So I guess we both have our favorite people here. So we're here again. This topic is going to be the what's so great about mission and vision. So as you remember on our last podcast or video cast, we talked about finding your why and how that's something that's an emotional thing. It's something more than just, I think I'm going to sell something. It's your, what floats your boat? What's a combination of your skills and abilities, your innate talents, your beliefs, and your values. And so the next step, once you have that, is to start looking at mission and vision when you're forming your company or developing your, what you're going to be offering people. So today, what we're going to do is start with you. Thomas, you want to take it from here?
Yeah, so as Marcy just said, we're talking about mission and vision. We're going a little bit on what they are, how they are different, why they should be different, and also, of course, why they are important. What do they do? Right. And we'll discuss how to make them and how to use them. For instance, my vision is to help my local community by improving its businesses one at a time. That's my vision. I want to do that. That's why I get up. That's what I want to do every day. Now, my mission is to coach people and businesses to be successful using a strategic mindset system and also apply modern tools and business practices. What's your mission and your vision, Marcy?
So my vision is to help people understand what mindsets are limiting their capability in developing and being successful in business or personally. So I'm a business and personal coach. What I want to do is take out those limits, help people take out those limits so that they can achieve the goals that they've set for themselves. So that's my why, my vision. And then what I'm doing for my mission is I'm meeting with people and giving them the pieces of the puzzle, the strategic planning and the business knowledge that they need in order to be successful.
Yeah, as we see here, right, the vision statement is it's future-oriented, it's purpose and aspiration. It's what we discussed. It's basically the why applied to a more practical business setting. It encapsulates the big strategic goals. Some people call it a moonshot. Some people even recommend to put some unachievable goal there, like your North Star, something that you might be able. It's about hopes and dreams. And it also usually focuses on something a greater good. It's not just my personal paycheck. It's not my personal bank account. It's something bigger than that. And it's about who we are and what we aspire to, what we want to change in this world. So that's, the top level vision statement description.
Right. And then when you get to the mission, now it's much more practical. It's your day-to-day. It's not your future like the vision. It's much more practical. It's sort of, what do we do to express this? What are the benchmarks for making that happen? And how do we serve our customers? I think that it's really important to create this mission statement is what helps us create alignment for our customers to know if we're the right person for them, and also for our employees to be able to know what decisions to make on a day-to-day basis. If you think of a laser or a light, if you look at the sun, it's a very diffuse and it doesn't cause action. Whereas if you then take a magnifying glass and what you're doing is you're narrowing down the light and it gets to the point where it's hot and you can burn a leaf. But when you get it to a laser, it's so powerful that it can cut through metal. And so that's what we're doing. We want laser focus on our mission and our vision, because that's what helps attract to us the people that agree with that mission, and also focuses our attention, our activities, and our communication as we go forward building our business.
Yes, absolutely. These are great tools to align the organization, even define the culture of an organization and give everybody guidance. The big thing though is, how do you get to it? It's easy to talk about it. And so usually the recipe to get to your mission vision statement is to start from the bottom up, actually. You have your why, you know why you're here, but in order to formulate it, you start a level down. You start with a mission statement. And the important thing about the mission statement is you have to have your winning idea. You have to have an idea about your product, your services, why they are, what is that supposed to be? What is the thing that sets you apart from everybody else? And then you clarify your goal. So it's about the idea and the goal. There's a couple of companies, you can look at their mission and vision statements and learn a lot. For instance, you want to tell us about the mission statement from Apple?
Yeah, so it's really interesting with their mission. One of the things that you have to be careful with when you're creating a mission is that it's not limiting yourself. So for example, Salesforce, their mission originally was a sales product, a tool to help salespeople, but it's gone way beyond there. So there's an example of even the name limited what people think of them. For Apple, their mission statement is bringing the best user experience to its customers through innovative hardware, software, and services. So you see, that's not about, they're just a computer company, but they have been more successful than any of the other ones because they're looking for the best user experience. Their mission statement is inspiring. And if you look at their corporate culture, they mirror that. And their corporate culture is to creative innovation and a mindset that challenges conventions and standards. So think of that. When they have that sort of mission statement internally and externally, what they're doing is they're saying, we want people who think outside of the box. And that's been a very, very successful strategy. And I think, Thomas, you have another one, don't you?
Yeah, everybody probably has heard about Tesla, pretty successful companies that came into the market out of nowhere, more or less. And their mission statement, again, listen to the words. They're very practical and focused and forward driven. Their mission is to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport by bringing compelling mass market electric cars to market as soon as possible. There's a lot of stuff in there. The as soon as possible, for instance, which is important. If you develop new product, you can make a perfect product or you can go fast, right? Both has advantages and disadvantages. Tesla, in their mission, in their everyday decision making, they want to be fast. Mm-hmm. They want to be mass market, right? They want to be building stuff that appeals to the majority of people. And it needs to be sustainable, right? So these are big goals. And that ties the whole philosophy of the company, the whole goal setting, which we talk about in our next video cast, how to get from there to actual goals. But it ties their focus for the everyday business. Sustainable, mass market electric, and fast. Boom, there you got it.
Yeah. And so then from your mission statement, you get a vision statement. So you can see that Tesla and Apple both have a sort of a little bit of a vision statement where they want to go. They've got their why in their mission statement. So now what they need to do is from their mission, they need to build out the steps that they need to do in order to get to a future place. And so in the beginning, Apple had a vision of one person, one computer per person. Now, back when they started that was unheard of. It was way beyond what anybody thought was even possible. Because remember, the computers were huge. They took up half a room, and you couldn't really put them in your car or take them anywhere. And now look, we've almost got a computer in everybody's pocket because the phones are so advanced. And so there's an example where they chose a vision that was way beyond what it was fantastic. It was impossible to do. And yet by setting that vision and getting excited about it, like, wow, we're going to each have our own computer, that galvanized people to to get to that place. And it allowed them to also shift the mission. I think, you know, you were going to point this out, that how mission and vision, they keep going back and forth. They iterate and you fine tune it. It's not just one and done. I think, you know, even Apple has changed theirs over the years.
Right. I mean, vision is mostly about combining the value, the human value in the work that you do with your values. For instance, Apple, their current vision is, and again, these things can change over time because the world changes, we have to change. So Apple currently posts the following vision: to make the best products on earth and leave the world better than we found it. Right? That's a moonshot. it's a very ambitious, you know, almost impossible thing, but it guides them in their decision making. And if you think about recent discussions when it comes to data privacy and so forth, right? If Apple decides, if their leaders decide, well, that doesn't make the world a better place if we neglect these things or if we take shortcuts, right? Then they don't do it. So it allows them to make hard decisions and defend their decisions also in front of their shareholders and employees. And we'll talk about that in a second. So this is why these items are really needed. Or look at Tesla. Tesla wants to create the most compelling car company of the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles, right? So they want to make fancy cars. So one hand you have mass market, but they need to be special. They need to be compelling. And that helps them and even helps the individual engineers, right? To justify why they do this kind of great stuff, this great engineering, the fancy engineering, because they want to have the most compelling car.
And so, it's interesting, both Apple and Tesla have loosely defined that future. So Apple is best products. So they're not limiting themselves to just computer products. And Tesla is motor vehicles. So they've got a range there. So that's open enough so that they can fine tune that and reach that goal as they're working forward. So some of the problems with creating a mission statement. So the first, most obvious one is it's too general. You know, it's not laser focused. It's not clear enough for people to know how to focus their efforts and their energy. Just like the laser, it's too broad, it's too open, you know, and so you also want something that's crafted, that's short and sweet. You know, I've seen some mission statements that are on and on and on. And by the time you get to the end of the mission statement, you wonder, who is this for? And what are they trying to do? So that's really, really, really important thing. The other thing is your why may be unique to you, and that's a good thing. You know, very, very easily we get caught into trying to be like somebody else. And it's hard not to be like somebody else. You say, oh, well, that works. Apple works. Well, let's do something similar to Apple. Well, you're different. And yours needs to be unique. You don't want to follow a mold. You can look and pick and choose from different ones, but ultimately you need to bring back all the information and the knowledge and what you've learned, and then assimilate it in your own way, because then it's authentic, then it's genuine. And work with your employees. This isn't just your work. This is something that's done with everybody. The more minds you have on this, yes, it gets crazy and all that kind of stuff, but there's also this generation of ideas and the opportunity to make something really exciting, something that everybody can get behind and help to build towards that future.
Absolutely. And that's basically gets us to the next little section here. What do you do with your vision? So you spend all this time, and I really recommend spending some time and iterating on it, and get a couple of smart people together. Can be your employees, your peers, a coach that can help you crafting these statements. And now you got it.
Well, so, and you know, Thomas,
concise.
Yeah, I have to say that, and it can come from the strangest places. You know, it can be a cocktail party, or it could be some random person you're talking on the street. Just talk it up, right? That's the way to do it.
Right. Talk it up, and then you got it. And then, you know, use it on your marketing material, your web pages. Tell people what you're about. You can post it in your office to give you a little inspiration every day. right? Because this is your guiding principle. We talked about the why. The mission is the more day-to-day tactical, or how to get to the tactical stuff. So post it for yourself, for your employees. I also recommend, if you have a team, so that doesn't just apply to our company. If you work with a team that has a couple of people, every time you have more than 2 people, you probably have decisions to make, and you have disagreements. A vision, mission, even for a team or for a specific product, can really help to align. So you can bring it in front of your team, in front of your group of your employees. Let everybody know, use it to guide and explain your decisions. If you have your vision and mission published, you also have a better time sometimes to tell a customer, this is not really my thing. My vision, my mission is. It allows you an easy way out if you need it, and it allows you a very, very strong, powerful statement that explains why you're doing it, right? So it really helps to align towards a common goal and make the right decisions. And just as a side note, the vision mission thing is really so important that if you have ISO certifications, or if you're working on FDA regulated products, the auditors that come into your company or into your business, they actually ask the employees what their vision mission statements is, because they recognize that an aligned company that makes consistent decisions for consistent product need guiding principles, and we just call them vision mission statements.
Right.
And you can post them on the wall, and basically that's it. That's what you do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're getting into strategic planning and goal setting, there's nothing like having a good, strong mission statement and vision statement. It really does. It helps you prune those things that don't matter. It helps you clarify to your customers and to your employees what activities are in support of that mission and statement. I totally think that's really, really helpful.
Right. It sounds a little bit, okay, it's an academic exercise. And for a while, it might look at the beginning, but once you really nailed your vision and mission and start to look at it on a daily basis, it really provides a lot of clarity, a lot of direction, alignment, culture. And especially in times like these that can be up and down and left and right, in general turbulent, it really helps to remind oneself, and also prevents you a little bit in getting off in too many strange directions. For instance, Tesla focuses on electric vehicles, right? They are not going to build diesel engines.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So they know, they don't have to discuss that anymore. If somebody comes up with an idea, hey, I have this great idea for diesel engine that is so much more. No, our mission vision is focus on electric engines, and we do it now, and we do it fast.
Yep.
And that gives them the motion to go forward.
I'll tell you a story. So I'm in a networking group, and there's a guy there he bought a franchise for Oh Deer, which is they spray things so that the deer don't eat your plants. And every week he reviews his mission and vision and does some strategic planning. And in a very, very short time, he has expanded to 22 trucks. Most franchises are somewhere around 6 trucks. And he's got more franchises. So the power of stepping back from your life, not just continuing on the rat race, the hamster wheel, hoping to get things done, is truly, really, really important. And that mission and vision can set the stage for how you're going to plan for the next couple of weeks. So make sure that you take that time to step back, review your mission and vision, look at what the next steps are, and which leads right into our next one, right, Thomas, that we're going to do in a couple of weeks, is on setting smart goals, setting great goals.
Right. Once you got your mission together, of course, the next step is you got to put it into action, right? You got to do stuff. It's not enough to have it on a piece of paper. Yeah. So the mission guides the strategy, and the strategy is directly related to goals. And we talk about how to come to goals, how to set useful goals, and also how to achieve goals. So we're going to go through these steps in our next recording. And in the meantime, you can reach us. Marcy, what's your address?
Mine is GleeWorks Holistic Coaching. You can go to gleeworks.net. You can reach me on marcyvenezia@gmail.com. And when you go to the website, you can also find my contact information if you'd like to give me a call. Happy to talk about this. Just call. You saw this. It piqued your interest. Just give a call. Thomas?
Right. I have my information up here if you look at the video. So I'm the growth coach of Metro West. My webpage is the Growth Coach Metro West. And you can also reach me at tbruckbauer@thegrowthcoach.com, or just give me a call at 508-504-7540. Hope to hear from you. And again, if you have any questions, if you want to develop your vision, mission statements, if you need an external board to bounce some stuff off, we are here. Just reach out to us. We're going to help you.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you for listening to this. Till the next time.